Slayton town, and in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Maryland's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold you.
Turning it on! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Unleashes one. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
What a start by this defense. That is exactly what you need, man. They've been a little bit hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down. But to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mountaineers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They are on.
Man of the people. Someone chose to use their references, the word most often associated with Elspeth Bumpy Johnson, Yankee. Sassing has brought a who's who of mourners on this chilly afternoon. The KC Mob boss, Dominic Gaetano, Harlem crime figure, Nicky Barnes, from the Blissville Arena, the governor's come down, the mayor of New York, his chief of police and commissioner, sports and entertainment luminaries.
As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Mountaineers are marching down the field.
West Virginia.
They'll give it to him again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he'll finish the run.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that drive covered just 44 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Power football with the run. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7. There he goes. Lowers those pads. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Mountaineers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are threatening on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Washington. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his man, it's Webb. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. The Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the Terrapins are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking for a gap, it's White. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Moss.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really...
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
They'll give it to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that 1st down marker. 4th down coming. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Under fire. Crosses the 30. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Washington. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute baller.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. The option look. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They called the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now I quickly hand it to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
Dances away. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Finding open areas. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. The Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Catch in the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. It's Washington. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. Run in the red zone. It's Ray. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Terrapins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Looking for room. It's Edwards. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And how about this offense? What are you thinking as a defense right now? I'm thinking pass, bringing in guys, making sure I stay deep, playing for the pass, and they run the run right at him. Kind of catch him off guard, get the big yardage, big play, first down for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. And the offense just going to spike it here. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. The give on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Mountaineer Field.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Willis. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Creates a little room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Pass is complete near the sidelines, but they'll lose yardage. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's Webb. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He uncorks one deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the gun to give to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a hit. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. you can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Scrambling away. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
There's a difference between being physical and pass interference, and that was way over the line. The Terrapins with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the run, it's Ray. Gets it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Dropping back, it's Washington. That's caught. It's Webb. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Toss sweep right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Steps away to find some room. Look out, he's got room. He's loose. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the comeback is on. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 21 over Jacksonville State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. And the Mountaineers headed quickly to the line. Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll pull it on the read. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. Got a man, it's Fleming. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run it. Touchdown, Maryland! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Let's go.
This defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He'll do it himself on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
On 3rd down, going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air, it's Washington. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic with his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll throw it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I mean, how about it, guys, right? I mean, we're up here in the booth. We can't believe they decided to go for it on fourth down with the lead. We thought maybe, okay, he's just going to come up and try and draw them off sides and get a cheap one, get a cheap first down. But no, this coaching staff, they decided to go out and not just go for it, throw for the first down, and they get it. That explains why they're down there on the sidelines and we're up here in the booth.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.